Yeah, it's a tiny little town, Nathalia, with this humming Australian-made business, and Andre will give all his credit to his staff, but he must take a lot of the credit for the business. With a military background, you can definitely see that come through in the business. That square edges, straight corners, clean manufacturing facilities, and just awesome staff. The new M Series mechanical drive spray unit has hit the market. It's been available now for about 6 months. It's a very impressive piece of gear. It will rival the market. We believe it is market leading now.
And the other point I'd like to make is your product support. So after sales is extremely competent. I've found that whenever we've had an issue, it's which has been very, very rare, that it's been sorted out with the minimal fuss. Well, welcome back to the podcast. Today I have with me Andrew from TTI Australia, along with Craig, our install TTI specialist. And today we thought we'd ask Andrew to fill us in on the TTI story.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the chance to be on the pod. Look, TTI is a really cool family business, and the story started with the founder, André, who immigrated to Australia from South Africa in the late 1990s and started up a rotational moulding company with the help of the Firth from Singleton. And from there, he built the business essentially making water cartage and water tanks, transportable tanks to the Australian market. And the products evolved to what we see today. Not without some challenges over the years, starting out with sort of 2, 3, 4 employees, and so now employing over 120 people in northern Victoria and Nathalia. It's a cool story. Started out as Rapid Spray Southern and building tanks under that name, and changing the name in mid-2014 to Trans Tank International. So we now supply the world with transportable liquid solutions.
Yeah, Andrew, I've actually had the pleasure to visit your business in person. We had a day down there earlier in the year, and what an experience it was, really. The professionalism and just how big it is, and what it adds to Nathalia there.
Yeah, it's a tiny little town, Nathalia, with this humming Australian-made business, and Andre will give all his credit to his staff, but he must take a lot of the credit for the business. With a military background, you can definitely see that come through in the business. That square edges, straight corners, clean manufacturing facilities, and awesome staff. The tenure of the staff is long. I'm a 10-year plus employee, and you walk through the factory and you see people that have been there since it opened. So it just goes to show that it's a great family business. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the families, the boys. Andre's brother Pierre, also a long tenure employee. His boys work in the business, and Andre's boys all work in the business as well, from CEO right through to marketing. So it is a true family business.
Yeah, they're a lovely family to deal with. Believe me, they do a good job. But can you give us a bit of a insight on the products you actually distribute and build?
The product mix has changed over the years. If you look back at where we first started, making transportable water tanks to cart water around from farm to roads. We look at the business now, and we play in many fields, but the agricultural field is the segment that we play in. And from a diesel tank, the humble diesel tank, to a spray unit, right through to a firefighting machine, through to water cartage, dust suppression. We do cover a lot of segments with the products. The ones that that we sell in this business here, predominantly the spray units, which is can be quite a complex unit, but TTI and Andre have found a way to build these units that are safe. They're well built, they're user friendly, they're fit for purpose, and they work. And they work in a harsh environment. So the quality components that we use really stands out for us. And we're fast becoming the leading brand in the space.
Yeah, Andrew, we find that with your products ourselves, when we sell them and they go out in the field, the feedback that we receive on the not only the quality of the workmanship but the componentry that goes along with them. TTI seem to do their homework on the components that go into a build that make it a successful unit for the end customer.
We won't say we're perfect all the time, Greg, but the R&D part of our business is essential. And again, back to Andre, his original plans and thoughts. Andre is very good at utilising the specialists to ensure that we have a product that is not only fit for purpose, but it is well built. The componentry that we use, in this environment has to be of the highest quality. And as a team and the R&D team source, they continue to evolve. And I think from a business point of view and as a salesperson for TTI, we have the confidence to sell those products into stores like yours because we know and we believe that product when it goes to the market and it goes to the floor and it's out there working, is that it'll be a great product. The last thing that I want as a salesperson is for your customers to come back to you and to complain to you about a poor quality product, because that then will be a phone call to me and so forth down the train. So yeah, we do try and make a great product. We're always open for feedback. We love feedback. It's one of those ones where you can't get better as a business without getting the feedback. So I do appreciate the nice feedback today.
No, it's well deserved in our opinion. We also mentioned just a minute ago that we do tend to lean heavily into the agricultural space, but we've also got a very strong product line which lends itself towards the civil and sort of local council and shire type work. Can you expand a little bit on that for me, please, mate?
Yeah, it's for us. It is. We're lucky as a business that we have products to hit many sectors. So we don't just rely on the seasonality of agricultural to build our business and to grow. So in that dust suppression range, where we have everything from the EPA to the councils to quarries that will require the suppression of dust and to minimise that effect. So our trailers, our fire trailers double as a fire protection unit, but they'll also double as a dust suppression with deflectors and dual deflectors and a product that can be easily towed around, right through to our Aquapath range that starts at 2,500 litres and goes to 10,000 litres, that you can slide into the back of a truck or a trailer or a tipper to drive around and not only just cart water, but have as a dust suppression unit. We see our diesel range evolve in that space as well, Greg. So we see not just the 200 litre on the back of the ute, right through to a 2,500 litre on-road registerable diesel patrol trailer, which will get your diesel around all your machines quickly, fill them up, and it's also quite safe. So yeah, it is an evolving market for us, that government and civil and council space. And as you mentioned before, being Australian made and being very well made, it does stand up to the test of time in those environments.
100%.
Yeah, we also get into the home market too, don't we? With your smaller gardens and farm properties with your small gardens on your farms and little acreages and that sort of thing. We do a bit for that too.
Yeah, it's probably where I play most is in that lifestyle market. So anywhere from the person with a little quarter acre right through to the 50 acre, 60 acre block that we have that small little home and garden sprayer. Again, it's a quality piece of equipment. It's not a throwaway item. Right through to our on deck, our UTV range for our hobby and our lifestyle farmers. That it is, in our opinion, the best UTV sprayer in the market. It's fully drainable. It's well designed. It's got great quality componentry. We use Bertolini pumps, and safety is probably the one thing I've failed to mention so far in our builds, is that we put safety at the top of our list. So you'll see freshwater tanks, you'll see tie down points, you'll see fully draining tanks, you'll see site level tubes, you'll see hot dip gal frames, you'll see all the things that make the unit safe and easy to use. And it is why we have a quite a large TTI community growing out there in the wild, because once they use a TTI product, we find that they tend to buy more.
Yeah. And just before we started this podcast, we had a bit of a conversation about the A2V tanks and that you guys do, and the different purposes and pump sizes and things that we can go, from small booms up to your larger booms too.
Yeah, it's definitely grown arms and legs, the spray category at TTI. It is a challenge to get this right, but we know that we have the right product, and we're lucky that we're the manufacturer. So, if your customer requires something that's slightly off spec, or a bigger pump, or a larger boom, or a solenoid kit to remote start your boom, we have those, the ability and the capability to make those as well.
Yeah, Andrew, and the other point I'd like to make is your product support. So after sales is extremely competent. I've found that whenever we've had an issue, it's which has been very, very rare, that it's been sorted out with the minimal fuss. And it's, from a customer standpoint, we couldn't be happier with how that has transpired for us in the past.
Definitely, it makes my life easier working in this space. We've got two great guys in the customer support team. We have Paul and Brian, but they would have been there for a combined 40 odd years. So we're lucky that we have those guys there. There's not many things that they haven't seen. In a fairly thankless job, most of their stuff is dealing with customers who have broken something, or who want to get up and going quite fast. So to get the feedback, Greg, that they're doing a great job it is definitely a shot in the arm for those guys, and we're lucky that we have that. But we don't just have those two guys. All the sales guys have been with the team for a long time. So these are the guys that sell the product. They're also fantastic troubleshooters, and they can definitely help as well. So we're lucky that we've got these employees and staff that have been there for a long time. It is just that 1% of customer satisfaction that we love. When a customer does buy something and something's not quite right, or they break something, that we have the knowledge and capability and the facilities to fix them up, get them going, and keep them happy.
Yeah, very good. Just wanted to touch on, Andrew, is there any rebates and things like that are available for any of the trans tank type products through government sources and those sort of things?
Yeah, great question. It's quite topical at the moment. We are coming into the warmer part of the year, the back end of the year, and our fire products. We're very respectful of how we promote our fire products. They are a necessity to have in Australia. We do see multiple campaigns nationally. We have a SafeCom campaign that's run in South Australia and has run for a fair few years. And last year we saw Blaze Aid run as a grant type offer for farmers to apply for a grant for a firefighting unit. And there will be another grant releasing this year. So I'd be watching out on the Blaze Aid website, and TTI make an awesome fire unit, and I think we are launching a new fire unit this year, our 600 litre Fire Boss, which will fit into the dual cab ute range, which is a product that we haven't had. It's our R&D team working hard to find the fit for purpose product. So there is some grants available. I'd be staying close to that and get your hands on a new TTI unit for sure.
Yeah, excellent. Talking about new products, is there anything else coming down the pipeline that you'd like to mention before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's an exciting place to work, TTI, because we're always working hard. The new M series mechanical drive spray unit has hit the market. It's been available now for about 6 months. It's a very impressive piece of gear. It will rival the market. We believe it is market leading now. It has got 2025 technology in it. So mechanical drive reel up to 250 metres per reel, with a Bertolini pump, Honda GX270. Full flush system, all hot dip gal, forkable from all sides. I mean, I could spend hours talking about this unit, but if you are looking for the contractor style, heavy duty, mechanical drive twin reel unit, they're available now. And it is brand new to the market, and it is quite a nice piece of machinery.
Yep, all good. Okay, well, just before we wrap it up, I'd just, like to thank you guys for the service you give us. It's easy to get on the phone and ring someone there, and they're always so helpful, pleasant to deal with. Professionalism is just out of this world, really. And as I said before, I have spent a day there, and what I seen was really mind blowing. For a little town like that, you don't expect to drive into the town and see such a big show.
No, I think we're a very humble team, Craig. So we do appreciate the feedback and the genuine feedback that we do get, and we do strive to make a great product and give that backup support to help Australians. So, from myself and TTI, thank Serafin for supporting us in the Griffith area, and we can't speak highly enough of that relationship either. Relationships work both ways, but we're here to support each other. So, from behalf of André and the team, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
No, I'm sure the feeling is very much mutual from our end as well, Andrew, and we thank you very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Cheers.